Just give it a few more moments for the live to push out, and cool. So this is the time lapse I just posted. This is Tuesday night. Hugh, I'm not married. How fast do I fall asleep? That's a great opening question for my sleep review. So here's me getting into bed Tuesday night. Let's see, 10:49 is when my live stream started. So if you don't know, I live streamed my sleep apnea treatment, and that's what you're watching behind me right now. All right, so I'm just gonna go back on the replay. So 10:49, get into bed. Oops, need to fast forward that. Okay. All right, so I think I had some. So the night before, Monday night, I hooked up like an older mask, and then I like went back to this one, and this night it gave me a pretty bad leak score. Like it told me my mask was leaking a lot, but don't know what was the cause of that. All right, so 10:49 is, so this is like Tuesday night. So 10:49, get into bed, and I can already tell some bad habits kicking in right now. I'm basically on my phone. The eye mask is down, but trust me, I'm still on my phone. I'm still reaching out and grabbing that. Do I have nasal issues? No, I believe my sleep apnea is mostly airway related. So like right around the neck. I might also have some nasal issues on top of that, but in general, people with sleep apnea, it's the airway, and depending how you breathe at night, you're either given a nasal mask or a full face mask like this. And if it's because I'm a mouth breather, that's why I give them the full face. All right, so wait, when did I fall asleep? So this is Tuesday night. Did I get the date right now? 7th? Yeah. Wait, hang on. This is the 7th. And next day is the 8th, right? Okay, good. Alright, so 10:49, got into bed, and oops, like 15 minutes to fall asleep, even with some derping around. I remember I was particularly tired on Tuesday night, so yeah, went all the way from 0 to asleep in like 15 minutes. Hey, I am using Oscar. I just don't have no point showing it because I don't understand half the stats. But yeah, if you have any specific stats you want me to call out on Oscar, I do have it up. Again, this is Tuesday night sleep. Alright, let me look at it. This is date starting May 6th, 11:50. No, 10:50. Okay. Hey, am I using my phone? Well, actually, yeah, I put the eye mask on just like, hey, Paradise, thank you for the follow. I put the eye mask a little askew so I can still see through it. So yeah, I'm still playing a game, and my eye mask is down. But that only lasts for like 15 minutes. All right. So basically, yeah, the Oscar data starts at 10:50. Now I particularly want to figure out what the leak issue was, because it's telling me I had a pretty high leak rate. Seems like it's mostly in the. All right. Huh. Yeah, it's just hard to get a sense of scale here. Oh, I get it. So it shows by day. Alright. That's kind of annoying. Alright, so I had some pretty high leakage, I guess, towards the. Maybe a little bit towards the beginning, and then like the last hour. So like between 6. Hey, if someone breaks in, would you hear them? If they break in, they deserve to take whatever they like, so long as they don't hurt me. No, I've never played that before, Harold. Alright. So, basically 15-ish minutes to fall asleep, so my sleep tracking starts at, well, 15-20 minutes. 11:10, so I'm still awake here. Yep, still on the phone. So I guesstimated that, yep, I turn over and I flop over and give up. This is basically, yeah, around about now I would say I was asleep. Yeah. Do I play Pokemon Sleep? Yep, I do. I actually stream that as well on Twitch. Yes, I believe you need. Well, it started with the newest Watch OS. I think Watch OS 10. It started breaking on phases, and then you need a relatively new Apple Watch. Lewis was my AHR when I got diagnosed. 70. Do I have a 9 to 5 job? It's remote, so it's 9 to whenever, or 8 to whenever. So that's why I usually get up at 7:30. So I don't have much of a commute. Cool. Alright, so we are asleep. Again, this is Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Got 16 for 3 hours. What's the 16? Is that your AHI? I can go and skip right to my AHI right now. Oh, so this was... So... you can see that. Put this down a bit. So I got... Wow. AHI of 16. Well, again... Oh. 444. Thank you for the follow. Alright, so I got a 9 on Mask Seal, so that explains why I got an 88 Tuesday night. Yeah, and do I feel the difference between 6 and 10 hours of sleep? I think 6.5 hours is like the cutoff for me to like be minimally functional. Like anything less, I'm like, this is not a good day. Alright. I only lost 1 point for taking the mask off a couple times. So 1 point for that. And 11 points for Mask Seal. So hopefully I think I got all my Mask Seal issues down for last night's sleep, which I'm going to review next. Again, this is Tuesday night sleep that I'm reviewing. I got like a backlog of sleep sessions to look over. Need a new mask? I think it's the headgear, to be honest. It's like the Velcro is like kind of loose on it, or it's like not strapping. Oh, you need a new mask. Okay. You full face or nasal? 444. Because my favorite for the full face right now is the ResMed F30i. That's the one I'm wearing. Hey, Trey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Cool. All right. Look at sleep stages while I'm at it. Ooh, so first things first. 100! Congratulations, Nate. Congratulations. Yeah. Unfortunately, I usually get like 99s, but like last night, like Tuesday night, yesterday morning, I got a... Yeah. You can get like... You can get replacement headgear and even get like generic ones. Sometimes those are like, even just a fresh generic headgear is usually better than like first party worn out headgear. Alright, had some deep sleep at 11:42, so we'll watch out for that. There's not much really to see about deep sleep because mostly it's like less tossing and turning. So right now I may toss and turn for a little bit, but here I started tracking and he says the watch says needs attention. Oh, that's a weird message. Alright, so right now I'm in deep sleep and I'll see how long that lasts. Deep sleep lasts, this is half an hour of deep sleep. So I'll take a look at that. Make sure my do not disturb is on. Cool. Alright, half an hour deep sleep routine here. Oh, this is the Apple Watch, Apple Health app. Tony, can I buy different masks or do they have to be a provider? Well, you get resupplied masks from the provider. I sometimes go out of pocket just to get like a fresh one between resupplies, so Yeah, I was just going on Amazon or somewhere. Did I get high blood pressure because of sleep apnea? No, but I've been flirting with high blood pressure here and there. All right, so we are in deep sleep for the next like 20 minutes, and basically the telltale sign of deep sleep is I'm not gonna be moving much at all. Um, all right, so not much to see. This ends in about 17-20 minutes. Mask for stomach sleepers. Besides, well, the F30i I still think is the best mask overall. Um, I don't know if there's anything better for stomach sleepers. JM times. You tried every style of mask and you still can't get full night's sleep. You can get whichever mask is, well, you've hated the least. Maybe start there, and then maybe we can describe some of the specific issues you're having with the mask. Joshua, if I live alone. Oh, a friend of mine, basically. Oh yeah, that's hey Tony. Thanks for the follow. Let's see, you don't snore, but then you just Doctor Doctor Brown, Edward Brown. Doc. Uh, the snoring's one of the symptoms. That's in fact the most common symptom, but any respiratory distress would probably put you as a maybe for sleep apnea. I'm not going to give you any advice one way or the other, but I would say definitely ask your doctor. Oh yeah, someone asked before about how to get diagnosed without you know having a partner partner in crime. Basically, these days it's pretty easy. If you sleep track with the smartwatch, you get you can get sleep apnea warnings. For example, here's the Apple Watch's sleep apnea warnings. For me, it's not gonna give me any warnings because I'm treating my sleep apnea. So yeah. All right. So that was the end of deep sleep. I'm gonna start tossing and turning again. Do I have mouth guards? No. I'm sure they help, but I've never looked into them. You're in high pressure, so the sleep usually wakes me up. So you can talk to your sleep doctor about maybe lowering your pressure just a little. I mean, just make it more comfortable. But the other thing you may want to also consider, well, it's a behavioral thing. Whenever you experience high pressure in the evening, it's clearly because it's woken you up. What you want to do is, instead of waking up and cursing the machine, just flick the power off on the machine and start it over again. That should get it back to a comfortable pressure for you to fall back asleep. So that's probably my best advice for anyone who's struggling to get a full night's sleep on it, is just realize if you ever get high sensation of high pressure, just power cycle the machine. Don't just lay there and deal with and live with it. Just Sergio, you used to hold your breath when you sleep. Yeah, that sounds like you had sleep apnea. It's gone now. It sounds should be alright. But again, hopefully if you ever had sleep apnea, you've been diagnosed with it. Otherwise, some people, they'll go their entire life. Like for me, I went most of my life, well, 30 years of my life, knowing I snored, but basically not realizing that it was sleep apnea. Can I go explain the difference between the different sleep stages here? Sure. The light blue is REM, that's rapid eye movement sleep. So that's the sleep stage that's most commonly associated with dreaming. And then I can talk about the other stages, if I can find that screenshot. Remember taking a screenshot of that. And then course sleep is basically light sleep. 5 yeah, that's a good way to explain it. Like I said, you're not purposely holding your breath. I mean, you're not doing anything purposefully, um, when you're asleep. But you're right. It's an obstruction. Obstruction. Like if I obstructed my airway right now, I would hold my breath. But you're right. So it's just semantics, obviously. But you're right to call that out. Obstructive sleep apnea is defined as a physical obstruction. It can manifest, obviously, in many different ways, with some nuance. Lewis, ooh, do most people get their doctor's approval? I believe so. I believe most machines are managed by your care provider. If you you can look it up on the internet how to change certain settings, but I won't necessarily tell you to do that. Let's see. Alright, where? Okay, so I was explaining the three sleep stages. The REM is the rapid eye movement phase. This is light sleep, and deep sleep is like delta wave sleep, I think. So it's like when you're like really relaxed. It's like slow wave sleep. Got the Apple Health app right here. Yeah, so it says okay. Deep sleep, also known as slow wave sleep, allows the body to repair itself or release essential hormones. It happens in longer periods during the first half of the night. It's often difficult to wake up from deep sleep because you're so relaxed. Okay, so that's the Apple Health definition. Change mine, sleep better. That's how. Another test. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to hear. I think you asked earlier about when to get retested for things. Basically, for me, it was a 5-year thing. I was on CPAP for 5 years. My doctor ordered another sleep test 5 years in and upgraded me to a BiPAP. That's what I'm on now. So whoops. That's the BiPAP machine. It's the white Air Curve 10 BiPAP model. Alright, so let's see what kind of other sleep stages we're going to look at. So we'll look at this rapid eye movement sleep at 136. See if there's anything worth seeing. Well, it looks like the eye mask is down for this, so won't be able to see much rapid eye movement here. So alright, so that's... I do remember the dream I had this night or night before. I think it was Monday night. I had some really wild dreams. This night I dreamed about something, but I forget. I didn't write anything down. Okay. Alright, I think that's... Nope. Alright, there is a cut coming up because I'm going to be... What Apple Watch do I have? I have the Ultra 2. And that's the one that's capable of sleep apnea detection. Or sleep apnea warnings, rather. Yeah. Alright, so back to sleep phases. So that was REM. We didn't be able to see anything. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to wake up at 2:14. Wait, did I wake up at 2:14? What? Hang on, do I have the right night? 2:14 to 3:20? What? Or maybe I... Okay. No, 3:20... What? Alright, did I mess up these sleep nights again? So this is 7. 26. Get the right night's sleep. Why the headphones? Oh, I figured out that noises wake me up. Like passing trains and planes actually will wake me up at night, so I actually started wearing noise canceling headphones and I've been able to sleep through those now. Oh, okay. Alright, 3:20 to 4:20 I'm awake. Was I? Really? Okay, yeah, 3:20. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, and around 4:20 I fall back to sleep. Right around there. Okay, yeah, I was a little turned around by the times. Alright, so we're back to sleep after spending an hour, well, 40 minutes out of bed, and it took about 20 minutes to fall back to sleep. And then that's kind of the nice thing about segmenting sleep is you get to trick your body into doing another deep sleep phase because what it says. The definition of deep sleep says it usually happens towards the beginning of the night. Well, where to buy the hose hook? That one I got off Amazon. It's a pretty decent one. I was just using like a phone clip, like one of those clippy arms for phones, and when I bought this, I thought this would raise it up higher, but it just ended up being the same height. All right, so yeah, it's find it in my Amazon search history or order history. CPAP, CPAP. Okay, it's a pure pap. She makes it. Oh, pretty decent reviews. Let me go on Amazon. Pure pap. Okay. Sorry, I'm just opening it up so we can take a look at that. Alright, so this is the hose hook that I'm using. Yeah, oh, I get it. That's why it seems to be taller, because this person, or the way it's configured here in this photo, it's tucked under the bed. I have it on the floor, that's why. Huh. Maybe I should try that. I don't know, I feel like the floor is a little more stable, because I have like the nightstand thing on top of it. Cool. Alright, so that's the Amazon hose hook I'm using. That's the one right here in the blue. Alright. So yeah, get some more deep sleep at 5:37. So let's jump ahead an hour, half an hour. 5:37. Yep. Wow. On my side too. Pretty good amount of deep sleep there. How much deep sleep was that? That was like almost 40 minutes. So 6:17 is the end of the deep sleep. So okay. So I'm gonna start. Yeah, right on time. I started tossing and turning again. And my alarm clock set for 7:45, and then it goes off. I sleep through it. I snooze. I managed to get back to sleep, and then 8 o'clock was pushing it. So I was like, "Oh, actually, no. I slept past 8, didn't I?" Oh yeah. I'm starting to remember yesterday morning. All right. So when did I actually? 7:51. Okay. So either way, it was 7.5 hours. I wasn't gonna I was giving myself maybe an extra 10 minutes, but yeah. Do I? No, I do not do that. I think I know what you're talking about, but no. If that's an answer. All right. So that was Tuesday night's sleep. Again, 7.5 hours. Let's go look at that on a weekly average. Now, this is, I just pulled this data now. So this was Tuesday night. And if I expand it to a week, that was this sleeps right here. Wow, actually, last night was pretty similar, except hang on, lower this. So yeah, Tuesday night and last night, pretty similar, except I maybe lost a half an hour. Sleep and the skipping? No, I've never done that. Alright, so basically that was the Tuesday night we just reviewed, and last night I got 7 hours of sleep. So let me go ahead and I meant to post that. Ooh, I should just post that to see how my TikTok is doing. I did just post time lapse. Oh, 340 views already. Look at me, the mediocrely popular sleep apnea. Alright. I'm gonna go post the last night's on TikTok right now. Cool. Alright. Anybody has any questions about sleep apnea? Feel free to drop them in the chat. Meanwhile, this was Tuesday night's sleep. I'm going to load up a time lapse for last night. I'm going to post that to TikTok right now. I'm curious how TikTok is going to like two uploads real quick succession. See if they enjoy that or they like take issue. Meh. And Gennaro, your dreams are really good. Now your seasonal allergies. I would talk to your sleep doctor about that. Yeah, I don't suffer that much from seasonal allergies, so I don't have any tips for you. I would say, yeah, most of my advice is talk to your doctor anyway. So definitely. Oh, I have a sleep doctor appointment next Tuesday. Yeah, just remind myself. So I'm gonna stuff. Maybe I should bring a list of questions to ask, but it should be about my treatment, right? Not take a list of questions from the chat. It's like, hey, got some random questions for you. That'd be interesting. Get my money's worth from the doctor's visit. All right, so let's post. Did that post yet? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, we are uploading last night's sleep. Okay, it's gonna be obnoxious with the sound. Sorry, that was. All right, so this is. Okay, what? Yeah. The recommended tracks are always kind of. How about this track? I hear this in a lot of videos. Oh, why not? Go with the flow, right? Okay. Go next. Sorry, I'm posting to TikTok off screen. How often do I wash my stuff? Mask I wipe down every day, every night basically, and hose and tank I do every week. Alright, so last night, 7 hours. The thumbnail. Seven hours. Sorry folks, I'm just posting the next night onto TikTok, that way I can drive viewers towards the live. Is what the TikTok app recommends. Alright, let's do that. That's good. Thumbnail. Meanwhile, if you have any questions about sleep apnea, sleep tracking, feel free to drop them in the chat. Once again, just a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor or anything, I just someone who's been treating my sleep apnea for the last 6 years, so I'm glad to answer any questions based off my own experience, but in terms of medical advice, I'm going to be pretty far and few between for actual advice. Because there's doctors for that. Hey, Humble. Hey, good to see you again. How's it feel the first time you eventually just knock out? I mean, the first night on sleep apnea treatment was just amazing. It was just like night and day difference. But yeah. Being able to fall asleep easily, I mean, I guess it just depends how tired you are. Alright, I'm gonna post last night's time lapse now, so that's posting to TikTok right now. Meanwhile, I'll close these timelines and we'll look at oh, I'll be getting a at-home test soon. Good, that's really cool. Hope that goes well. Alright, let me make sure to close the other timelines. Alright. Just give me a quick moment, folks. I'm just getting last night's sleep ready to go. So we're gonna do that right here. Maybe just joining me for the first time, welcome. Basically, I live stream my sleep apnea treatment. That's what you're seeing. Well, you'll see play behind me in a moment. And basically, here on TikTok Live, I go over footage, talk about how well I slept or how poorly I slept. Cool. Yeah, it's remember it's just gonna be one night, so just do your best, follow the directions in the kit, and do your best. I mean, I've only had an experience with in lab tests, so I really can't give you much more advice than that. Actually, if you have someone you live with, have them help you put some of the sensors on, because some of them are going to be places that are really hard to reach, like your scalp. All right, so okay, time lapse. All right, put that on a loop. Let's make sure that looks all right. Yeah, my one relative, their doctor, their partner is a doctor, so that was pretty good. All right, so this is last night's time lapse. I just posted to TikTok, so let's see how that video is doing. 3 views. Oh my gosh, I'm doing so poorly. No, I literally just posted a moment ago, so 4 views. Yay, I'm getting traction. No, I'm not gonna look at views in real time. That's only gonna be more depressing. All right, but anyway, this was last night. You can tell by the same shirt. It looks different in this lighting, but yeah, it's the same shirt as last night. Or haven't changed shirts yet. Okay. So I got half an hour less sleep last night. So let's see if I can. I gotta pull the sleep chart, sleep data from last night. One moment, do a screen recording of that, and grab my air score as well. So I fell asleep about 11:48 and woke up around 8 o'clock. Oh, and I was awake for an hour. Okay, so that's that compared to that. Maybe we'll close this by now. Okay, stop screen recording. Is that playing? Oh, sorry. I'll try that playing in the background. Alright, but my air app. Okay, so Wednesday, May 7th. Okay, so I got 88 on Tuesday night. Last night I got 100. Woo! So, well, from the My Air app. So I figured out the leakage problem, so that no more leaks. Let's see what else. 8 hours of usage. Again, 7 hours of sleep. Just take this last screenshot. Boom. Oh, nice. And actually only recorded 2 masks off. Even though I did wake up for an hour, I limited only that one wake up, so that was good. I didn't take a nap, so that didn't add to my mask off score. Okay, let me airdrop this stuff to myself right now. Alright, so here's my sleep chart from last night. 7 hours, 8 minutes, rounded down. I figured it wasn't anywhere near 7.5 hours. My air score, 100%. And now the score is weighted. Shrink that a little bit. Again, the one thing I was struggling last few nights with was the mask seal. So last night I finally got over my seal issues. Cool. Alright, let's look at last night. So, what time did I fall asleep? 10:48. Now, what time to get into bed? That's the even better question. Okay, 11:20. Alright, 11:23, get into bed. Alright, I'm gonna derp around for a bit. Probably still gonna. Alright. Yeah, actually, yeah. I could tell already, like, the mask seal was pretty much a lot better. And yeah, there I am playing Pokemon. I've just been like playing Pokemon non-stop. Alright, so according to this, I fell asleep 11:48. So let's see when I give up playing Pokemon. And eventually just gonna knock out here. 10 minutes or so. Yeah, I just don't know why. I gotta like break this habit of playing games right before bed. They were slightly competitive too, so okay. I did the same eye mask trick. I did like put the eye mask down, but oh, yeah, I'm still I'm still on my phone. Yeah, that's one sleep tip you wanna take away from me that I break is just not having your phone in bed. It's just yeah, like it looks like I'm asleep, but I'm still using it. But wait. Okay, so did I get that right? So I adjusted my time. Okay, 11:48. I want to say I knock out. So eventually I just give up and boom, I'm out. Yeah, I think I'm asleep at this point in the recording. Now I can notice like little ticks that I do. Like, huh, that's interesting. Was that a I might have been awake for that. I might have to dock myself a few minutes. I overcredited myself 8 minutes anyway, but alright, so I might readjust. Oh yeah, there's one of my things I do. Hey Artemis, you hated this mask to me at least? Yeah, it is a tricky mask to get a good seal on. In fact, I got a 88 Tuesday night because of the mask, and last night I got 100 because I finally figured out the seal situation. Alright, it's past midnight. Alright, let's look at some sleep stages. Alright, so 11:48, realistically more like 10. Yeah, fabricator, that's pretty true. That's like having the hose port on top is really game changing. Lydia, you're waiting to get tested for sleep apnea? Well, good luck. Hopefully your sleep lab goes well. Yeah, I hope to get on your path to better sleep soon. Alright, so I'm gonna enter deep sleep at 12:25. Now, again, here's the tossing and turning of non-deep sleep. Yeah, it's the typical tossing and turning. About 12:25. I'm in deep sleep for half an hour, so basically until 1 a.m. So fast forward from this point, it's just be I shouldn't really toss and turn much for this next half hour. Oh, it's kind of weird. My foot kind of twitches. You can see that. Yeah, I can get out of the way. Okay, so it is deep sleep, but I do notice my feet do this twitching thing. It's weird. It's like, yeah, you see that? Tap tap. Like a metronome. Oh well. But the Apple Watch still detected this as deep sleep, and so it wasn't like that terrible of a motion. Not like lots of tossing and turning. So that's why everything from here to 1 a.m. is deep sleep. And then we're gonna enter REM sleep at what's this 109. Again, REM is rapid eye movement sleep. That's the sleep stage that's most commonly associated with dreaming. Take a look at that in just a moment. Now, did I dream about anything last night? Probably, but I don't remember. Usually when I have a pretty vivid dream, I'll write it down. Ooh, so that's really a pretty good chance. So this is REM sleep I have for 15 minutes. I might be able to actually peek under my eye mask. Let me take a look. Yeah, my eye mask is sort of like a little bit off, so you can see maybe for the next 15 minutes you might see my eyelids twitch. Oh yeah. Every once in a while you'll see the eyeballs move left and right. That's a pretty clear sign. Yeah, you can see that. You can see kind of like the shape of the eyeball moving underneath the eyelids. It's pretty wild. Okay, I think I'll be out of REM sleep. Positive. You don't like your full face mask. Which mask is it? Who makes it and what model? Just curious. Alright, so that's the end of REM sleep. I'm back into light sleep until about 2:40. I think I'll have more REM at 2:40, so let's take a look. I'm gonna try to jump ahead an hour. It's really strange to see like the little random ticks that I do that mean I'm asleep. Alright, 2:40. Let's see what this looks like. Alright. Ooh, no, maybe some rapid eye movement. This REM sleep is for half an hour, so let me zoom in and see if there's any. How to avoid red face? Don't over tighten the mask straps, I guess. That was maybe my recommendation. I mean, some nights I feel like I have straps way too tight. Hey, Lone Wolf, you just started this week and you're struggling hard? I'm sorry to hear that. Definitely give it some time. I mean, you've never slept like this before, so cut your body some slack. But give it time to get used to it. Do I wake up often? Yeah, usually. I mean, if you look at my sleep, well, I'll show you in a moment. But oh, hang on, I would just do this. Nah, that looks worse. Alright, can I just jump here? Ah, terrible. Okay, yeah, you see all these breaks? These are me waking up. Now, usually I only wake up like once a night, but bad nights I'll wake up like twice, or I do like a false start for falling asleep and then wake up in the middle. So yeah, I guess that's basically just trying to get solid sleep is the challenge, really. Okay, so we're looking at this rapid eye movement REM stage of sleep. Thoughts on mouth tape? I cannot not endorse it, and also probably would want to maybe sway people away from it. Even though a lot of people like report a lot of good results with mouth tape, I just say with my sleep apnea treatment, it's not an option. So it's not an option for me to try it because I'm a mouth breather, and like, oh, you could train yourself to be a nose breather. Yeah, I could also, yeah, just yeah. So yeah, I'm not a proponent of mouth taping, and I think just for anyone with sleep apnea, it's better to get sleep apnea treatment and address it. Like, how many masks have I tested? I think I've been to like 2 or 3 masks before this one. I'm a size medium for the F30i, which is interesting because I added on that chin strap because I noticed my bottom lip would drip out. So I wonder maybe if I'm a large, but I think I'm mainly the sizing has to do with the curvature of your nose more than the size of your mouth. You have a full face. You have recommended straps. You wear out straps too quickly. I usually go on Amazon and just order some generic ones to have on hand as a spare. I mean, so in fact, I have a lot of the old ones just laying around, just like on deck, just in case. Um, I found Sunday night or Monday night I tried my F20 for first time, and the only straps I had for like really beaten up, like so they were so beaten up the Velcro weren't even like working anymore. I basically tied the ends of it to like get it to stay on the frame. So yeah, you definitely look for signs of wear, and you know, if you need to, I mean, you can always wait for your next resupply, or you can just go on Amazon and look for like a generic one. Sometimes they're just, yeah, yeah. That's my advice. If you have to, you have to. And the generics on Amazon are usually pretty cheap. What machine? I have the AirCurve 10. That's the ResMed AirCurve 10. That's the BiPAP model. All right, so another like 15 minutes of REM sleep. I'm just curious to see my eyes move anymore. Yeah, oh wow, if you can see that, there's definitely some eyeball movement right there. Does sleep apnea affect my breathing during the day? By definition, sleep apnea is a sleep disorder, so I take a nap? Yeah, it would if I take a nap. Maybe that's the best way to answer your question. Okay. Yeah. It's not like I would purposely stop or like unconsciously stop breathing. Uh, when I'm awake. Okay. Alright, so there was my wake up. So around 3:20 I wake up, and then you see a time jump in the stream, so I'll show you that. So I would wake up, turn the live stream off, come back about half an hour later, start the stream back up again, and I fall back asleep according to this 4:24. So it took me like 25 minutes to fall back asleep. Yep, on my phone, as per usual. I'm a typical millennial, always on my phone. Alright, so I should be back to sleep around now. Not much to... Yeah, there's not much rest tonight until I have another REM at 6:20. Fast forward to that. Nothing to see. Yeah, it looks like my eye mask stays on. I can see a little bit of the eye movement underneath the eye mask, but yeah. It's like, I actually have the eye mask on upside down now that I realize it. HVAC, you have five days on CPAP. You can't keep it on through the night. Now, are you going to sleep with it on and then waking up with it off? Because that's pretty... Ooh, fun. BiPAP. So I found the culprit who was taking my mask off. It was this guy right here. I caught him. Basically, there's so how to address the mask, taking the mask off in the middle of the night thing. First things first, your body just is not used to having that in your face. So if you ever seen that shaving cream prank where they'll put, I've seen it in a movie too. I pretty much moved like Three Ninjas or something. It was some movie, but anyway, they do the you put shaving cream in someone's palm. They, what do you call it? And you put a feather on the cheek, and it was like Mighty Ducks. It was some. Yes, This is a replay of last night's sleep. I streamed my sleep apnea treatment, so that's why I'm able to do a sleep VOD review, as you call it. So basically, yeah, your hands are just prone to just go at your face. So you kind of have to like try to train your hands not to do that. Now, how to do that? Well, time, but trial and error. Let's see, a couple like low tech solutions I can offer you, and one is like adding like that extra strap to mine, like that black strap is a chin strap. So like adding an extra strap will have to give it some security. So if your hand's trying to go at it, you'll have to undo two straps. Now, it's still possible. I mean, trust me, I've seen my hands be able to undo my mask. basically in many situations. The other thing is, oh, you can use tape. Now, someone asked about mouth tape before. I don't recommend it, but I do recommend tape for learning how to keep your mask on by basically taping down the straps or the clips, so that way if your hands try to like unhook the mask, they'll have to like peel off the tape. Depending what kind of tape it is, I use 3M micropore tape. It's like ripping off a band-aid. Your hands won't have the dexterity to like, or the resolve to like rip off a stuck-on strap like that. So, got the Dreamweaver mask? No, I have a Dreamweaver. I think is Philips, I think, but this one is the ResMed F30i. So yeah, that's my recommendation, is to try an additional, like a chin strap on top of it. Then try tape. Some people also try like oven mitts. So if they put oven mitts around on their hands and go to sleep with them, no, it's ridiculous. But you're basically your hands will go at the mask and you won't be able to undo it. Now, so that's like a problem where you go to sleep with the mask on and you wake up and the mask off because you're unconsciously undoing it. Here's another problem that's actually in the first pinned video on my TikTok page, is me, so getting out of bed. So someone asked about like having to get out of bed. When I decide to get out of bed, I take the mask off and I commit to getting out of bed. So what I would say is, like, if you're not sure if you're gonna get out of bed, don't take the mask off, because one time I was indecisive. I took the mask off and then fell back to sleep, and I had like 3 hours without treatment. That's the first pin video. It's like me snoring for like a while. Do I get better sleep? Yeah, these days now that I'm on sleep apnea treatment. 5.0, you have an issue where you wake up almost every hour. Oh, hopefully your sleep doctor is able to figure that out. I mean, it could be any type of sleep disorder, but sleep apnea is maybe on the short list there. Oh yeah, the nostril holes. Yeah, though that's what's pretty tricky about sizing the F30i. It's got that cup under your nostrils instead of like covering your nostrils. That was just like, that was the thing when I went back to the F20. I realized, oh my, this is like on my nose like that. Artemis, what is the difference in BiPAP and CPAP? Basically, it's the pressure levels. The C in CPAP stands for continuous. It's one type of pressure that you get from the machine, and then that can go up and down throughout the night, for your needs, and it's usually set to a range. Now, BiPAP gives you 2 levels of pressure, and basically it senses when you inhale, and it increases the pressure when you inhale, and when you exhale, lowers the pressure. So it's like high pressure, low pressure. So it's like 2 levels. So you have an what's it called? I have it. Oh, God. Do not know how to read Oscar for the life of me. Yeah, someone was complaining before. Oh yeah, you're not using Oscar. You're not a real sleep apnea power user. Oh yeah, I am. I just don't know how to read half this stuff. All this stuff is over my head. Yeah, so BiPAP, you get a different level of pressure on the exhale. That's, people find that BiPAP is more comfortable because it's when you're exhaling, you're not fighting against pressure. Oh, well, how did I know that I had it? Yeah, the doctor did a sleep lab. That's basically when I went and slept in the lab. The monitor hooked up to all these sensors. At what causes sleep apnea? Genetics, weight gain in some cases, airway shape. Ducky, your mom struggles sleeping. I mean, best thing you do is have her talk to her doctor about sleep. I mean, you might be able to get prescriptions for some things, but again, that's, you know, I'm careful about I will be careful about talking about substances. Ooh, Z, you did your sleep study at an AHI of 84. Wow. Wow. Central sleep apnea. Wow. So you found out, yeah, it's central. So, central for anyone, the difference between central and obstructive sleep apnea, which I have. Central is, doesn't, it means that there's not like not a physical obstruction to your airway, but it's the central nervous system basically not telling the body to breathe at night. Basically, I'm sure it's not the super accurate way to describe it. Kyle, you're getting your sleep study follow up tomorrow. Any tips? Whatever your doctor recommends. Just take notes and just like once you get the machine, if you get the machine and once you start treatment, give it time. Your body's gonna take time to get used to the machine. Let's see, FCC, you're diagnosed with severe, and wow, U.S. I'm assuming you're in the U.S. I'm come on, health insurance. It's disgraceful. Anyway, all right. So I've been alive for about an hour now. I reviewed the last 2 nights of sleep, so I'm caught up. It's great. So how did I sleep the last 2 nights? So here's my little chart. So here's pull it down. You have to have a problem with only 8 hours of sleep, but do I need more? Ideally, I aim for 8.5 hours. Now you see my average is like 7.5, which is pretty decent. Yeah, but it's mainly been dropping off for the last few 4 days. I think 7.5 hours has been my stride. And then the weekends, I mean, depending how much sleep I get this weekend, I should hopefully get this trend upwards. No, Artemis, I did both of my sleep labs in person, in lab. Cool. Thank you all for the questions. Thank you all for the 600 hearts. Thank you for my new followers. Probably gonna wrap up the live shortly. All right. Will, should I be worried about? Yes. I should have been more worried because I was pretty stubborn about getting my diagnosis. I didn't get diagnosed until my mid-30s. My father had heart disease. That's what unalived him. So, oh, that's a good question, Kyle. I'm assuming you're asking, did sleep apnea, the sleep apnea diagnosis solve anything else? Yes, I had in my 20s. I complained to my doctor about chronic headaches, and they did scans and tests and everything. They were like, you don't know what's causing chronic headaches. Yeah, good luck, Will. Yeah, Kyle, I had chronic headaches in my 20s. I'm like, what's causing it? And like the doctor's like, and then after I started sleep apnea treatment, chronic headaches went away. Funny how that works. Yeah, wasn't. Yeah, definitely wasn't a clue. I mean, I would basically wake up with a headache, and that should have been my first clue. It's like, oh, yeah, waking up with a headache, that's normal, right? No, that's not normal. You're not supposed to wake up with a pounding headache. Yeah, because that's basically what my body was doing to myself before treating my sleep apnea. Alright, so I usually like to end my lives discussing what I'm going to do differently tonight. I'm going to try to move my bedtime earlier. So, lately I've begun to falling asleep. Last night I fell asleep 11:48. The night before I fell asleep 11:10. So I got a little bit more sleep, but fell asleep earlier. But I've been trying to get to bed 10:30. Yeah, lately 10. Kyle, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, 10:30's been my goal, and I've been missing it by a half hour just from procrastination. And I'll just try to wind down. It's only 6 o'clock here on the East Coast, so I'm gonna hopefully have a decent night ahead of me. I'm gonna wind down pretty soon. Nothing stressing me out tonight, I hope. Cool. Alright, let's see how my last 2 videos on TikTok were doing. Oh yeah, my first time lapse got 364. That's Tuesday nights. I just posted like an hour ago. And then 30 minutes ago I posted last night's sleep and I got 300 views. That's pretty good. Thank you all for joining me again. Alright, any last questions about sleep apnea? Feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll give myself sleep at like a last call. Again, I'm a sleep apnea vlogger. Basically, I've been live streaming my sleep apnea treatment for the last 3 years. Here to enjoy the moment. Oh yeah. Thank you, Jola. And we all have that positive outlook in life. Alright, so yeah, I live stream my sleep apnea treatment. That's basically my shtick. And then here on TikTok Live, I go over the footage, answer questions, questions you have about sleep apnea. Also going to take my sleep tracking data from my Apple Watch and like pretty much compare it to like the footage and see how all the different weird things I do at night, like tossing and turning. Alright folks, like I said, I've been live for just about an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and call that live. Single life is fun. I'm single right now. No complaints. Doing my thing. Alright folks, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you all my new followers. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it alive. Oh yeah, if you want to check this out like in real time, my YouTube channel is linked to my bio. You can check them out. I start streaming at 10 o'clock Eastern time these days. So 11. I'm gonna try to get to bed earlier. That's my hope tonight. And then wake up around 7. So yeah, if you ever want to see this in real time and just drop into the world's most boring chat, live stream chat, yeah, not much engagement when the person that's hosting the live stream is basically asleep. All right, folks, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for the 700 hearts. Thank you, my new followers. I will see you all next time. Get a good night's sleep tonight, and I will probably just talk to you all tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. See you later. Peace out.